Good morning. It is Monday, January 15th, and that means two things. You reap what you sow, and it is time for the lighting industry news brief brought to you by Keystone Technologies and the Aviva, the wafer retrofit trim fixture. This keeps your aesthetic of a wafer, but it has a twist for a socket. And you know what else it has? Switches. The Keystone switches. You know, the ones that let you pick your color, pick your power. This is adjustable. It's versatile. It keeps your SKUs down and your fulfillment capability up. That is light made easy. That is KeystoneTech.com or the link in the description. Let's start off with a recall notice. A high bay LED fixture from Best Lighting is under recall because the plastic pins can break, which would put the LED boards in contact with combustibles, and they have caused fires. The U.S. Department of Defense has been found to have spent $35 million on foreign LED lighting products, which is not in line with the Buy American policies that are in effect right now. Fitwel Healthy Buildings has altered their lighting requirements for version 3. These change requirements for daylighting, flicker, adjustability, and light pollution mitigation. Veriluz has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. They make lighting out of Nevada, and they are $3 million in debt. Acuity has broken ground on a facility in Quebec for their intelligent space group. We have new federal funds for independent grocers. This is $1.7 billion under the U.S. Department of Agriculture's REAP program. REAP stands for Rural Energy Advancement something. They came up with the word first and made up an acronym later. iMark and AD's merger has been approved. Their shareholders on the iMark side are in favor of it. Panzeri has bought Luxbox. Panzeri is lighting. Luxbox makes architectural acoustic luminaires. Mayer has bought Electrical Supplies Inc. They're a Rexel subsidiary. We have no details on price or personnel changes. Chinese exports were up 8% last year compared to June of last year. Q3 at Semileds shows revenues at $1.3 million. Q3 at SGH shows revenues at $301 million. Stone Fixtures have been granted the King's Award for Excellence. This is a UK prize for sustainability and innovation. Get a Grip on Lighting talks to Deborah Goetzman about lighting with intention. McDonald's, the fast food chain with the hamburgers, has picked a new 3D printed lighting fixture from Philips that will start to filter out to newly renovated or new locations throughout the chain. Professor K.W. Hauser has proposed a new university lighting curriculum, which would be a 3-part course, a 3-semester course for a BS of Architecture degree program. The U.S. Department of Energy is funding new programs for battery recycling, $14 million to improve consumer habits about their AA's. Nora has opened a virtual showroom. This is a 3D facsimile of their LA Learn and Experience Center. The lighting practice has opened an actual office. This is a new location in Chicago. Ewing Electric is getting into lighting with a new facility in Charlotte, North Carolina. The IES is selling lighting, design, and architecture to Sage. Sage Publications will be taking over the digital publication. And speaking as a guy who doesn't actually sell lighting, taking over a publication to improve its reach and also cost less, mood. Leviton is reducing gas emissions. Their carbon counts are down actually 29% so far. The LIA has launched a new website. This is a new web feature for lighting pros in the UK. Glamex has laid out their new net zero plan with their carbon counts planning to be gone by 2045. Alberta and Ontario are partnering on trades training with a new MOU on credential recognition across the provinces. In legal news, Snap v. Lighting Defense has found a new venue. The case will proceed in Utah. In rep agency updates, Dorian Sales and Associates will now be dealing as Dorian Lighting and Home. On the event side of thing, we have a full schedule for DLC Control Summit in October. The LPTMM, the Light Pollution Tracking Measurement meeting, will be setting a date for their next conference. That's in June 2026 in Baja, Mexico. Erico Lighting Educator Workshop will be held August 20th to 23rd in Ludenschneid, Germany. And you can still sign up for the Nailed Convention this August. I'll be there. I think I should book my tickets, shouldn't I? You should too. In IoT news, GE Savant has joined SmartThings. This is a new compatibility partnership. We have a new proposal for Bluetooth security features from the UC of San Diego. Vantage has partnered with Walmart. VIA has partnered with Rutronic. Acuity has tested the MATE system in a hospital in Houston. Savant has named Cluse a recommended partner. Wiz has added disco mode to their features. And speaking of Philips bulbs, the Philips Hue just sometimes go rogue. Sometimes they just go rogue and go full brightness, even if you don't mean it. On the R&D side of things, you can solve plastics recycling with lasers. The University of Texas at Austin has been able to blast plastics down to carbon nanomaterials. LEDs are in fact better for your wine cellar because they lower the risk of heat or UV damage to your wine. We have a new perovskite LED that is also a sensor, which means that the tech could be self-adjusting, probably on your phone screen, but it could come up in daylighting type situations or daylight harvesting situations. And the Japanese government has proposed an autonomous freight conveyor as a replacement for trucks, which is basically a train. It's all human endeavor bends toward trains. On the dark sky side of things, the Dark Sky International has entered a collaboration with the Lighting Urban Community International. This is to improve sustainability as we eliminate light trespass and light pollution. We do know that dimming airline cabin lights does work for jet lag. The Global Sleep Symposium specifically held a series of talks on sleep tourism. A man in Pittsburgh has invented a self-tinting windshield. If adaptive headlights don't work, maybe we'll just have adaptive windscreens. The DLC has begun a survey on lighting bylaws. That's the Design Lights Consortium. The LPTMM finished their conference in Austria. Brunswick County, North Carolina is switching to amber lighting on beaches for the turtles. Ocracoke, North Carolina is expanding their darkness reach, specifically to court tourists. Traverse City, Michigan schools are appealing their lighting case. And the Virginia Department of Transportation is having a public hearing about adding lighting near Afton Mountain. Horticulturally, Light Sky has partnered with Fluence. University of New Brunswick built a hydroponic farm in the town of Blacks Harbor because they don't actually have a grocery store. Farm ERP has partnered with Sayaj Tech. Legend Platform is adding new features for your greenhouses, and Solum is adding real-time data collection and adjustment. In recommended reading, all these on nailed.org and more. We have DMF's Lightfast Education Series. We have Light Matters series launching finally. We have adding IR to your warehouses for heat. We have AI for home security. We have the best practices for retail lighting. We have how to move your smart home. We have Roger Little being interviewed by TED Magazine. We have Trend Spotting with Trevor Palmer. We have the future of lighting as application specific. And whatever happened to those shoes that had the lights in the back? Where'd they go? That's a great read. In local news, copper wire thieves have hit Pico Union in LA, California. We have $7 million in renovations planned for an AB InBev facility in Fairfield, California. We have $2.2 $2 million in school safety projects going ahead in Cambridge, Ontario. Omaha, Nebraska is planning new lighting projects in 7 neighborhoods. We have Lawton in Oklahoma planning new security in parks. We have Rapid City, South Dakota, retrofitting a maintenance facility for the city. We have Violet Affleck, daughter of Ben and Jen Gardner, talking about the need for UV disinfection in LA County buildings. Florida State Parks are adding pathway lighting and e-bike infrastructure. Bessemer City, Alabama school maintenance issues are so bad it may lead to action from the state. Missouri businesses have saved $2.1 million after a utility program down there. We have 6 Georgia cities receiving federal grants. We have Tallahassee, Florida, sports fields switching to LED, and Buffalo, New York will be revamping lighting on Main Street. In sports news, the FedEx Forum, home of the Memphis Grizzlies, is adding human-centric lighting to their offices and training spaces and locker rooms. And Bayer Stadium, home of the International Women's Baseball Center and the Rockford Peaches, like from the movie, they're going over to LED on the field. Internationally, Delta has partnered with Polytron Indonesia. We have federal buildings in Argentina will be running at half light for the foreseeable future. India is resuming their energy incentive programs. Panasonic is backing Upgrid Solutions. This is an Indian startup company. We have Signify spreading the reach of the EcoLink product line. Unilumin is opening up a showroom in India. And Scotland has passed a circular economy bill. People-wise, we have 4 new appointments at Ubiquia. Paul Bevilacqua has been named the CFO at Maxlight. Bill Liberto has been named the VP of Commercial Sales at Earthtronics. AMS Osram has re-elected their entire advisory board. And you can do or see the following things. Des Moines is planning a glowing trail for fun. You can turn a tea tin into a lamp, or you could make an electric light powered by a candle. Until next week, I have been Scott Wachter. I want to thank you for your time. I want to thank ETI. I want to thank Revco. I want to thank Light Efficient Design and Leadvance. And I want to thank you for your time and attention. Enjoy your week and enjoy the music.
I was laying on the floor when you were gone, like it was something I could die from. Now my head aches and your friends all think I'm dumb. You said it's just a bit of bad blood. I don't feel great, but it doesn't bother me, because I don't have the energy, and the x-ray doesn't tell me anything. Show face till my dying day. And when I tried, I was ashamed and said I don't believe in saving face. And all my clothes are still inside.